Hello, my people. Good day, my people. The people of Edo State. I'm so happy today. You guys are jubilating, because I see that your enemies, one of your enemies on the line, one of your enemies is about to go down and scatter. I see that you people are so happy, so excited. It's a good news because there is time for everything. There is time for everything. I repeat, there is time for everything. But I also want to use this opportunity to advise you people that are jubilating today. Take it easy. Don't be faster than your shadow. You know why? The case has just been adjourned in the court today or before today. Remember, whatever you say shall be used against you in the court of law. So as you guys are jubilating, doing your video, it's normal. It's good. It's a good evidence that the Lord God in heaven is about to destroy those enemies. And I begin to realize some good things about this man, because he's the one present at the moment. All you have to do is to pray for him and pray for God to help you, Edo State, Benin. I also want to use this opportunity to remind you, mind the words you use against him for now, till that case is done, till the God in heaven destroy him totally, because the evil shall not go, they must go unpunished. Don't be faster than your shadow, Edo people. Take it easy. Be happy that hope, things is about to change for good. But don't use some calm words that he may use against you on that fateful day, when you already know that the case has just been suspended. Anything can happen. Mind the words you use, so that he will not use that to destroy your plans. Because the devil, the evil man, is still an evil man. Have the faith, the faith that is about to the evil, not just only him, as many of them that are hidden under the green grass, they shall be exposed, and there shall be despair from that state. And I also want to use this opportunity to remind you, this is let's say this is just a first problem you need to solve in Edo State from the government. Also remember that there are also another problem you need to remember when you talk about the tradition. So many things you need to remember. Don't just focus and put all your attention in the government alone. You also have to remember your tradition. Trace how come about your tradition. Try to know your history and understand the full meaning of your tradition. Today, you people are happy, you're celebrating. I believe human beings like you are so happy today that the good news, the useless one, which is Oshomole, is about to take out totally. And he will be taken out to the dust where he belongs to. That's my faith. But also remember, think about your tradition. You know why? That thing you deserve for yourself, you must deserve for another. Your tradition have been practicing the things that Muhammad in the Quran have abolished. It drove them. If you follow up your history, the history of your tradition today. But today, those things that Muhammad drove out from a land in this world, whether they call it Mecca, however, go through your history. Try and find out your history and know what is wrong to your history, to your tradition, so that God will cleanse that land for each and every one of you. And you all will see the light, not living in this darkness you're seeing now. You will not be seeing this headskater. You will not be fighting people like Oshomole. Because the land, if the land is holy and honey, there will not be Oshomole in the first place that you are fighting today. As you are fighting someone like Oshomole, there are many other hidden. But I know God has started with one example. We finish up. But don't be faster than your shadow, Edo people. Most especially, don't be faster than your shadow. It is time now you know your God who made heaven and the earth of the land. He's the one you have been praising today. Thank God. So many things. I follow up your videos. And even the governor himself spoke on the word about God first. So you must realize that something is wrong in your land. That they are using human sacrifice in your land. That is what Jesus said we should not do anymore. Jesus came for the purpose of those things to stop, and he died. He had paid the price. Any king that's still doing the thought and art in this modern life, believe me and you, and tell yourself the truth. Let's tell ourselves the truth. That king is a Pharaoh. The same king that God was sending Moses, he sent Moses to tell him, however, to tell him to let my people go. These are people, the descendants of the same Pharaoh. Just the same way somebody is representing Muhammad today to give you the word. Edo State, I repeat, if really you are happy in the glory of God and you are celebrating today in the name of God, you must willing to cleanse your land by stopping the evil tradition that has going on in your land. That's why the progress, the hindrances continue to fall. The victim continue to fall in Edo land. You must go back to your history. Forget fear this time. Your grandfather was afraid to speak because if he speak, they will kill him. And your grandmother also. And most of them quickly passed the message to one another, to their son or to their daughter, however. But the people are still afraid. If it happen to you that are celebrating today, that Oshomole case is about to flee away from the Edo State, you are happy to see your life, have your life, and you're celebrating. How will you feel for others they used to sacrifice in the name of a king? That's Pharaoh. Let's tell ourselves the truth. That's Pharaoh. And the same people, I repeat, the same people Muhammad drove away from a land. Go and read your history. They hide the history from you. They have the story from you. And they begin to use their own evil power. Let them make you to believe that is God. Jesus said, did they bury anybody with Jesus? I repeat, no. He died and they buried him alone. The same God in heaven is telling you today, if you don't deviate from those evil, if you don't cleanse your land, nothing can rain, can sun. You will celebrate today and tomorrow you will still be crying for trouble. You know why? If Oshomole is gone, there is another by calamity of your land. And your land is angry with the evil tradition. It has been very long. The evil tradition has been taking place. The tradition has been changed for long. My grandfather told me this. And he said I should not tell anybody. I asked why. He said, if I do, they will kill me. I feel and I knew that he is afraid. But he said he wanted to tell me the truth. I should know because I'm the only one close to him. Not I'm the only one close to him. At that moment, I'm the most ever one that close to him than any other one. He told me so many things. He said, don't say it in public, otherwise. He gave me some warning, some advice. The reason why the tradition has been changed for long. That is why there is a calamity. Your land is angry, bitterly. It takes by the same grace of God for anyone to survive in that land today. Go and read your history. Listen to your history. Follow up your history. All this new history they brought to you. Be careful. Go and ask your grandfather. Many of you that still have a grandfather, grandmother, go and ask them secretly. They will tell you something you need to know about your kingdom today. Your kingdom needs to be cleansed. The kingdoms you are calling your kingdom need to be cleansed, washed, and demolished, and return it to our fresh way it's supposed to be. If you insist, you must do with tradition. Remember, that shall not kill. Human sacrifice is not in the God you praise today. So don't deceive yourself by any man. Told anyone, human sacrifice is not involved. Otherwise, they should count you out. This is condemnation. You cannot be celebrating now and you end up in condemnation. I love you, Edo State people. And I need you and I want your best. And I wish that you should open your eyes physically and spiritually and let God speak to you. And you know that is a problem in your land. This governor, God is about to use him, for example, to tell you he can do and undo. If only you can cleanse your land. Stop those evil, ancient things that happens. If they are still telling you they should go back to the ancient things, they should be ready to reveal the ancient things to you, the secret. How come about it? You don't just praise things you don't know the full meaning just because you want to respect your boss. You have been a slave, but God is telling you, now the modest life has come. You are no longer a slave. Stop acting like a slave. Wake up and speak the truth. Stop being afraid, whether you like it or not. So everybody will die here on earth and face your judgment. If only you pass your judgment, then life in eternity is for you. It's for me. So you need to possess something. It's not all about the things of the world. I'll rest my case, Edo people. I want you to think about this message. If you hear it now, and you cannot deny it when the judgment day will come, because I have spoken. Through the grace of your own God in heaven, that you are up celebrating today, that your enemy, Shomole, is done. But don't be faster than your shadow. Allow God to do all things, revise all things. You have suffered, you have cried. The poor people, most especially. Remember your great-grandfather, how they suffer, and they die. Some of you have not even done your father's burial. How much more remembrance? Remember, stop supporting evil. The land, praising your kings, those things you have to find out. I'm not saying indirectly. Directly, I'm telling you, follow up. If you have a wisdom, you understand that kings, there is no more kings. The only king is Jesus. He's a king of heaven and the earth. You like it or leave it. This is not whether traditionally he never stopped anything, but he amended everything. He amended it. We should stop killing. When you kill, you cannot inherit the kingdom. You will be condemned. So stop allowing the devil, the Pharaoh, the Lucifer to use you. And you say, that does not stop you to be a king. And nothing happens. What happened to British when they stole the same juju you were believing? Are they die? They are even more greater than these same people. Edo State. Is the British not? You respect them. You even see them like second God. No matter, despite what they did to you. Why now? You can't still realize things. Allow the light of God to shine in your land. You see all this darkness, NEPA, no do this, NEPA, everything will stop. And God will use this man that is presently to do something. This is just the beginning. Now they shout. When I go see wetin go flow for that Edo, I no believe. But una must trace una tradition, una history, and make things in una tradition. Sweep that ground, sweep that land. The truth shall set us free. I speak the truth, and for the safety of the land, because I love you and I love that land. Thank you. God bless each and every one as you forward this video and tell one another. And God will bless you all. Let's pray for Edo State.